Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's kitchen deep cleaning video, we will deep clean my refrigerator, deep clean my oven, and also deep clean my dishwasher. As you'll see, this kitchen deep clean is much needed, so there will be plenty of satisfying before and after footage, as well as tips that worked for me along the way to help get you motivated to deep clean your kitchen. So let's jump into it. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Jessica, and once a week I have been picking areas in my home to focus a few hours on deep cleaning, and it has helped me tremendously. I have been able to tackle projects that I've been putting off for so long, and the more of those projects that get checked off each week, the better that I feel, and I love seeing my list just grow shorter as the weeks go on. And if you are a surface cleaner like myself, I really encourage you to try dedicating a few hours just once a week on one project at a time, and you will be amazed at how much you can accomplish and just how good it feels. Now, I have to be honest when I say I am long overdue to deep clean our kitchen appliances, so I am ready to tackle this, and I'm just going to start with our dishwasher. First, I'm just going to remove my filter, and look at all of this nasty gunk that is built up on here. So I'm just going to take some soap and a little scrub brush and wash this off before putting it back in.
I got this picture in my closet. It's gathering dust right now, and the edges have been folded once or twice. It doesn't look the same no more, 'cause the sun has made it pale. I used to have it hanging on my wall sometimes.
I'm also going to check the drain for any food that may have gotten stuck, and then I'm just going to go in and wipe down that area before I reinstall the filter.
A picture of you. You're standing by that window, playing your guitar, and if I close my...
Now I'm just going to sprinkle about 1 cup of baking soda across the bottom of the dishwasher, and what this is going to do is leave it fresh smelling and also leave the interior bright and remove any stains. The final step is to place 1 cup of white vinegar in a dishwasher safe container on the upper rack of the machine, and then I'm just going to run the dishwasher through a hot water cycle, and the vinegar will wash away grease, grime, and remove any musty odors.
I can almost hear your song.
And I'm really glad I started with the dishwasher first, because now I'm done with that and already feel accomplished moving on to the oven, which, by the way, I am not proud of. We have been making a lot of chicken wings since starting keto, and the grease has really built up in here, which you will see. I read on Pinterest that if you put water in the oven at 450 degrees for about 1 hour, it will create a steamy environment. So the theory is when the oven cools down, you'll be able to wipe away any of the grease a lot easier. So I have no idea if this is going to work, but I hope that it will. I decided to take 1 rack out just to test how well this Mr. Clean Freak would work on here. I used it in my bathroom over the weekend and was really impressed with it, but unfortunately it just was not touching the buildup on this rack, so I decided to add a little bit more and just let this sit while I start on the fridge. So before you clean your fridge, what you could do, and possibly even what you should do, is shut the breaker off and unplug the fridge. But I really didn't want to mess with that, so instead I'm just going to try to work in sections so I can keep the doors closed as much as possible. And I'm starting by removing all of the condiments on the doors and sorting through them and just checking the expiration dates and taking inventory on what we have and what we're low on. and I'm just going to repeat that same process one shelf at a time. This way was a lot less overwhelming, and like I said, I'm trying to conserve energy and keep the cold in the fridge since I'm not unplugging it. And luckily I planned on doing this deep clean and waited until we were low on groceries, so I didn't have a ton of food in here to remove and sort through. And it also made making my grocery list easier because I'm physically sorting through each and every item in here. I was surprised at how many items were close to being expired, especially because I bought this ketchup not that long ago. So now I'm really going to make a point to check the expiration dates on condiments more often because for some reason I have it in my head that they should just stay good forever. So it's been about a half an hour and I just want to check the stove to see if there's any kind of steam or condensation inside. And so far there doesn't appear to be, so I'm just going to keep it in a bit longer and hope it starts working. One thing that did help was I tried to sort the food into what shelves I wanted to put them back in after I finished cleaning the fridge, and that just helped speed up the process when it was time to put them back. To clean the fridge, I'm using 1 part warm water to 1 part white vinegar and just using a rag to wipe it all over. The vinegar is going to neutralize any odors in here, and it's also a safe chemical-free option, which I think is especially important since we're obviously storing our food in here.
Room is filled with silence. We're alone and frightened. All we do is lie. Throw away our labor like a piece of paper, gone and won't be found. And ooh, 'cause you were not wrong. And
Luckily, I didn't have a ton of spills or anything that was hardened up that I had to scrub off, but I did go in with a thin little scrub brush just to go around the edges of all of the shelves.
We are not one. You've blown out the last ray and buried us in cold waves. I'm dancing in the mess you left behind. Oh, now you don't know me, can't control or own me, but you're the one who's playing with my mind.
I swear they make these drawers hard to put in on purpose. It always takes me so long to get them back in. Let me know if you have the same problem or if it's just me.
I'm just dancing in the mess you left behind.
I'm going back in now with a dry rag just to get all of the moisture off that was left behind by the vinegar and water mixture.
I'm just dancing in the mess you left behind. You head for north, I'm south. Though you're gone, it feels like something's watching me. I turn my head around to see if the stalker is you, but all I see is rain.
This seriously looks and smells so fresh and clean. It is so satisfying and was worth all of the effort. So unfortunately, the water in the oven trick did not seem to work for me. I don't know if this was just a bad tip or I did something wrong. If you did this and it's worked for you successfully, please let me know what I did wrong. But after I get the food back in the fridge, I have some scrubbing in my future.
And ooh, 'cause you were right all the time.
I will say that sorting the food into categories on my counter made the process of sorting and putting everything back in the refrigerator much smoother, which is great because, like I said, I'm trying to move fast here because I did not turn my fridge off. Now I'm going to circle back and check my racks, which I have been letting sit with the Clean Freak spray on them, and it was definitely better, but I still felt like I had to scrub more than I would like to, especially now I have the second rack to clean as well. So I'm going to move on to plan C, which is letting them soak in the bathtub with hot water and dish soap. This was another Pinterest tip, and I just hope it works better than the last one. Okay, now it's time to finish the fridge, and I'm going to speed through the freezer this time, and I'm just going to do it the exact same way that I did the fridge. I'm going to take everything out, organize and sort things on the counter. I know that I have some things in here that I can at least kind of condense and get rid of some boxes and then reorganize how I have everything just thrown into this freezer section. So I'm going to try to just speed through that, like I said, and get this fridge done. I'm going to be using the Clean Freak on the inside of the oven, and I'm just going to let that sit for a while, and I'm hoping that since the oven is still warm, that will help get all of the grime out of there when I come back to wipe it down. And while that sits, I'm just going to use my stainless steel cleaner to spray on the doors of the fridge. I found that with this stuff, you need to let it sit long enough so it gets a good clean and shine, but not too long so that it won't dry before you come back and wipe it up. So I would say around 8 minutes is like the magic number with this. I am thrilled at how easy I'm able to clean out the bottom of the oven. The glass, on the other hand, wasn't as easy, so I'm just gonna spray on some glass cleaner and let that sit.
Stumbling out of bed, and I still got you in my head from all those pretty words you said. It's like I'm wasted. Every time I see your face, I'm losing track of time and space. I don't know where I am. It's like I'm wasted, and I won't waste it. And I promise that I will stand by you forever. I can't get you out of my mind. I will follow you wherever, and I won't waste it.
A deep cleaned and organized fridge before I run out to get more groceries is literally the best feeling in the world right now. So these glass stains were stubborn, but everything in here looks a million times better, and I'm hoping when I go upstairs and check the racks that they will too. There was also something really satisfying about rotating between tasks and appliances in here. At this point, I'm spraying areas, and while the spray sits, I'm moving on to the next task, all while listening to my true crime obsessed podcast episodes and getting all caught up. And there's just something so relaxing about this whole process. and it's making me feel so much better just mentally as well, knowing that these areas are getting a really good clean. I can't get over my dishwasher. It looks and smells brand new, and I am so happy. This was by far the easiest appliance to clean, and I am definitely going to be doing this way more often. So I realized that I forgot all about this drawer at the bottom, and I wouldn't really be deep cleaning if I forgot about it. And I'm also going to take everything out of this drawer and hand wash it because some of my cleaning products got on there, so I just want to give them a good clean as well.
Now, 'cause I don't wanna slow this down. My heart is screaming out your name. I'm wasted on you. Here we are, right underneath the stars. So let's get a little reckless. You make me breathless, and I won't waste this. And I promise that I will stand by you forever.
And of course, now that the dishwasher is shiny clean, it's time to load it back up with the dirty dishes. But again, it's nice to wash and clean out all of my food storage prep containers so they will be ready when I get home with more groceries. And I am so pumped to say that after soaking in the tub, the rest of the built-on gunk on these racks came right off, which is a huge relief because I am honestly feeling pretty worn out right now. So moral of the story, if you need to clean your oven, skip the steam cleaning process and just use Clean Freak on the inside and let your rack soak with some hot water and dish soap and you will be good to go. And just like with the fridge drawers, I am struggling to figure out how these fit back in here, but don't worry, I eventually figure it out. Okay, no one is ever using this stove or oven again. We are officially eating out for every meal. And the last thing I need to clean is my sink. There was a ton of gross just gunk in here after trying to clean off the racks. So I'm using baking soda and vinegar, which really helps to brighten it, and also clearing out the garbage disposal pipes with a little bit of ice. And there you have it, you guys. This was work, I'm not gonna lie, but like I said, it was almost relaxing just doing all of these mundane tasks so you could kind of let your mind wander and just decompress. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit that red subscribe button for more motivating cleaning and decorating videos. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday. I hope you guys have a great day and I will see you in my next one. Bye!